Hey there guys, Paul the Tech Giant here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at this Casekoo Koo shock case for the iPhone 14 series. Now for some reason this case doesn't float your boat, then don't worry, I have a further 3 cases for the 14 series that I will be taking a look at in separate videos, so I'll put a link for those in the description. Right, let's crack on and get this one out of the box then, and this particular one is to fit the 14 Pro Max. As the other ones have been well protected, and we've got some extras in there which we will set to one side and take a look at in just a second. And it comes in this lovely protection bag as well to make sure it comes to you scratch free. Now, as you can probably tell, this case is the black version, but there is a few color options. And if I just show you, so we have the option there for red, purple, metallic blue, gold, dark purple, blue, and the black that we have. So taking a look at this black version then, and as we can see, it's a lovely matte finish, and I've got to say it, really nice and soft that is. That's going to feel absolutely beautiful in the hands. And one advantage of being matte, it should have 0 smudges. So if you've got greasy fingers and things like that, you know, that is going to do a great job there of, you know, limiting the amount of fingerprints that you're going to see. If anything, you're probably going to get any unless you've literally been putting your hand in a bucket of KFC chicken and slapping it over there. You know, it's going to do a great job of hiding all those smudges. So moving around to the sides of the case then, and again, a nice soft feel on that, but grippy at the same time. We've got no sort of ridges or anything like that. So it's, you know, sort of a sleek finish on there, but grippy at the same time. Now, when it comes to protection, Casekoo claim that this is military grade protection, and it's been tested up to 8 feet. So unless you're some sort of freak of nature, I've never met anyone 8 foot tall personally, or you're hanging out of a aeroplane window whilst taking a phone call, I think you're going to be pretty safe with this for the average person dropping it from sort of ear height. And if we look closely, it's a little bit hard to see on camera bit because it is black, but we do have these sort of extra raised bits on the edges there. So we've got, like, as you can maybe see, slightly raised there on the corners, offering even more protection if this is dropped on one of these corners, and that's exactly what you want. Now, one area that I know a lot of people are always concerned about when it comes to dropping a phone is the camera lenses. Now, I've got an iPhone 13 Pro Max here, and they are some big boy lenses, but we do have a nice bit of protection there. It's going to mean that if you do drop it down like that, those lenses are going to be recessed down, so that protection there is going to stop it hopefully from you know, hitting into anything directly. Obviously if there's a massive rock or something, it's not going to offer protection like that, but you know, general sort of, you know, flooring and that, you know, that is going to stop that shock impact on those big lenses. Now what I'm going to do is just pop my 13 Pro Max into this. So it's not going to fit perfect because obviously this is designed for the 14 Pro Max, but it gives you just an idea of what it will look like, you know, what you can see through. So mine is like the silver straight white version if you want to look at it like that. So it gives you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. Just about see that Apple logo through there if we get it in the right light. Move around to the side, and we've got our power button just there. And again, nice and soft, just like the other models that I've been testing out. It's just enough that you can feel it, but not so much that it's going to snag trying to get it in and out of maybe a tight jean pocket or something. I hate ones like that we know when they're just too thick, or ones that are just too shallow that, you know, you can hardly feel where they're to. Again, not lining up perfectly there for the mute switch, but again, that's because this isn't the correct phone for it. A little bit deep, so could be a little bit awkward if you're the sort of person who ain't got long enough sort of fingernails there. But again, it's definitely not going to get knocked easily. Moving to the bottom, and we have the cutouts there for the speakers and our charging port. And what I've got here is a charging cable, quite a big one as well, as you can see. So if you're worried about it fitting, let's try that out. And I think it's fair to say if that fits, I'm pretty sure pretty much any charging cable will. So that's good to know that that will go in there. Volume buttons as well, same feel as the side there. And yeah, just enough that you can feel it, but not too much that it will snag. Now, also worth pointing out is that we do have these raised edges there on the back. Probably see that one just a little bit easier. So we have 1, 2, and 3 just down there. Not one on that corner because obviously we have that lens protection. And that's going to be, so if you put your phone down like that, it's just raising up that back just enough that, you know, hopefully you shouldn't scuff up that lovely back there. Obviously, again, big rocks and things like that are going to catch on there, but, you know, small bits of debris, maybe on a desk or something like that, then that should be all good to go. Let's give the case a bit of a rock test now then, and once again, bearing in mind that this isn't the actual phone for the case, and pushing down on the opposite corner from the camera, and to be expected, got a bit of a rock going on there. Where the camera is, that's pretty stable. And down the bottom end, so if you've got it, say they're texting, yeah, that's rocking a little bit. I've got to say, I think that's down to this end, just not pulling up just enough to fit the phone in. So I would say that, to be fair, I mean, that side, as you can see, solid. But I think with the actual 14 Pro Max in there, I don't think there'll really be much rock there at all. But it gives you just a rough idea of what it's like. And I don't know if you guys can see, but that edge is actually raised above the screen going all the way around. So again, if you are putting it down that way onto a bit of a rough surface or something like that, any small bits of grit and that shouldn't then touch that screen. And yeah, should be offering a nice little bit of protection, as you don't want to scratch up your lovely brand new iPhone 14 screen. Now we do get a couple of bonus bits in the box. So first up, we have this stand. Now this was included with one of the other cases, and yeah, the quality, fair play, is really, really good. Now the plastics here, they are nice, proper, decent plastics, not one of these ones that's gonna, you know, snap and crumble at the first opportunity. These end bits are a bit softer as well, so you're not going to be scratching up your phone. It's just really nice and sturdy. You know, sort of nice resistance there on that stand, so you can put it at different levels. So it's not, as you can see, it's not going to sort of flop around like that and like slap against itself. So yeah, nice and rigid. Let's just pop the phone in there like that. That's great. Really sturdy that is, to be fair. Look at that. And we can also put the phone up that way. So yeah, a couple of different options there, and great that that's thrown in for free. So fair play. You know, you may not want to use it, but it's there if you do. And then finally, some free stickers. Now what I'm going to do is put links in the description for these cases, and if you do want to pick one up, do us a favour and use my affiliate link. It means that I get a few pence back in my pocket for any cases that you purchase, and it costs you not a single penny extra. Now, if you have enjoyed today's video, do us a favour and give me a thumbs up. Really does help the channel out. If you've not already subscribed to the channel and you want to see more content to do with iPhone 14 cases and even me unboxing an iPhone 14 Pro Max, testing out all that sort of jazz, then make sure you do subscribe. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.